Who are some of the worst people at stealing? Let's get right into the criminals who should not do crime as their full-time job. Number 6. Just pretending. A woman pretended to be homeless while she panhandled at busy street corners around Richmond, Virginia. Micha Leigh Dominguez was begging at an intersection when she was approached by two men who questioned her homeless status. The men followed her to a McDonald's parking lot where her car was parked. They confronted her for faking being homeless and filmed the entire encounter. In the 4-minute video, they asked her how she afforded her car, a black 2014 Fiat. She tried to get McDonald's employees to help her, but she only distracted them from their work. She told the men that she never claimed to be homeless. Instead, she was disabled. And if Micha Leigh wanted to play the part of a lady instead, then our sponsor for today's video, Established Titles, would have been perfect for her. She would be able to show off her title as a lady with her plaque. Established Titles has the newest and coolest way to upgrade your official title to Lord or Lady. Established Titles is a project based on historic Scottish customs where landlords are referred to as lairds, lords, or ladies. So, by purchasing a title pack, you'll be given at least a square foot of dedicated land located on a private estate in Edelston, Scotland, granting you official lordship or ladyship. You'll even be given an official certificate with a crest on it, which includes a unique plot number you can use to see the exact location of your land. Doing so grants you the right to officially change your name to Lord or Lady, which you can even have printed on your credit cards or plane tickets. Think about the boost in matches when people see Lord or Lady in your name in your dating profile. The best part too is that it's a fun, novel way to preserve Scotland's natural woodlands and help global reforestation efforts, since Established Titles will plant a brand new tree with every order received. They work closely with charities such as One Tree Planted and Trees for the Future. This makes an amazing last-minute gift that'll wow your family and friends. They're actually running a Black Friday sale right now. So, if you sign up using promo code Pablito or visiting establishedtitles.com/Pablito, you'll get 10% off. Let us fill you in on a little secret too. The first 200 people to sign up using our link will effectively be right by our Pablito's Way plot. So, we can collectively create our own little Pablito's Way kingdom filled with all the best lords and ladies out there. Be sure to sign up today. And now let's get back to Micha Leigh's story. The video made the front page of Reddit Monday and was viewed over 2 million times before it was quickly removed. Dominguez didn't let the viral video deter her from begging at another busy intersection. People recognized her and started filming and confronting her. Officers responded to the incident and found Dominguez in a parking lot near an IHOP. She told the officers that people were harassing and filming her while she was at the median. A woman interrupted Dominguez's complaints to tell the officers that Dominguez threw things at their cars while in the parking lot. She filmed the entire exchange. The video captured Dominguez throwing 3 full Gatorade bottles at the woman's car. Police arrested her and she was charged with 3 counts of throwing a missile at a moving vehicle, a felony charge. Despite her arrest, she was back on the streets of Richmond begging for money in 2020. Video footage from a driver showed her standing at a busy intersection with a white bucket in one hand and a sign saying "Please help" in the other. Number 5. Nurse Klepto. Hospital worker Ayesha Basharat used a dead patient's debit card to buy snacks and a drink minutes after the patient passed away. Basharat worked in the COVID ward at Birmingham's Heartlands Hospital in Birmingham, England. 17 minutes after the 83-year-old Leigh passed away, Basharat was seen on security camera at a vending machine buying chips, candy, and soda. She went back again that evening to buy more. 4 days later, camera footage caught her at the vending machine again, but the card didn't work. The family family canceled it when they found out it was missing, and the police arrested her during her shift. Basharat defended herself by claiming she found a lost debit card on the ground and picked it up. When she went to the vending machine, she confused the patient's card with her own and didn't realize that she'd paid with it. Her defense was reasonable until the court saw that Basharat's card was a different color from the stolen one. The hospital had protocols for lost items, and she should have immediately turned the card into lost property. At Birmingham Crown Court, Basharat admitted to theft and fraud by false representation and was sentenced to 5 months in jail, but that sentence was suspended for 18 months. Number 4. Can't help himself? In 2022, a man in Washington used a fake $100 bill to pay for his drink at a child's lemonade stand. 11-year-old Jeremy set up his lemonade stand using his allowance and worked beneath the hot summer sun to make some extra spending money. A man visited the stand and ordered a drink, but only had a $100 bill. He asked for $85 in exact change, which was all the money that Jeremy had. The man must have spent $15 for a glass of lemonade, a big profit for Jeremy's business. Jeremy's happiness was short-lived when he went to a local gas station and tried to use the $100 bill, only to be told that it was fake. Authorities were very upset on Jeremy's behalf, and the Everett Police Department posted a video on Facebook asking the public to help identify the thief. The community was outraged over the crime, and neighbors set up a GoFundMe page to help him recover his lost money. They advocated for the hardworking boy who also mowed neighbors' yards and shoveled snow when he wasn't busy running his lemonade stand. The GoFundMe's original goal was $250, so he would also have some extra cash for his business. Within hours of it being posted, there were $24,000 in donations on the site. Number 3. Cloning fun. Daniel Rodriguez and Sable Stafford were two scammers who made fake credit cards with stolen credit card information. The pair were based in Leesburg, Georgia, and they went on shopping sprees with the fake cards they had made throughout the area. They took blank credit cards and used a machine to print the account numbers of legitimate accounts. They covered the cards as security codes since they hadn't been activated. Then they would take a piece of white paper and tape it across the security code for the valid account. The cards wouldn't scan when they used them in stores, and after a few failed attempts, they would say that the strip was probably not working so that the cashier would enter it manually. When the cashier keyed in the card information, it would link to a valid account and the transaction would go through. Rodriguez and Stafford used the cards at a Leesburg dollar store called Fred's. They returned the next day to do it again, leading to their arrest. Police searched their vehicle and found items that the pair purchased from Belk's and Dillard's and Lowe's and Home Depot cards. They estimated that the two stole $2,800 over those 2 days. Officers believe that Rodriguez and Stafford were part of a much larger organization that was likely based in the Atlanta area. Police asked the public to be on the lookout for these criminals and advised that everyone regularly check their accounts for fraudulent activity. Number 2. Fake homeless dude. Gary Thompson pretended to be mentally disabled to receive Medicaid benefits while panhandling outside of local stores and gas stations. The Kentucky man made around $100,000 annually by panhandling, on top of the $81,831 he received in Medicaid benefits. Between 2009 and 2013, he claimed to receive supplemental security income benefits of $24,884. Completely misrepresenting his earnings. He faked being handicapped by contorting his face and slurring his speech. He held one hand close to his body, positioning it in a way that made it look like he couldn't use it much. He aggressively panhandled at a local shopping center where he was often seen in a wheelchair that he didn't need. In 2013, he was arrested and pleaded guilty to 2 counts of theft for taking money from shoppers while pretending to be handicapped. He was already serving a 14-month sentence for passing a bad check and 7 months for assaulting a corrections employee. He was sentenced to an additional 42 months. Soon after he was released from prison, he was seen panhandling around Louisville at fast food restaurants and convenience stores. He bragged to reporters about how he made an average of $100,000 just from panhandling. He also claimed that there was a time that he was a millionaire when he received $2.5 million after being injured in a motorcycle accident in 1993. He vowed he'd stop pretending to be disabled if people gave him money when he asked for it. John Bowl, a reporter for Wave, wore a hidden camera to talk to Thompson, who told him that he fell out of his wheelchair that day and needed bus fare to get home. He said he was hit by a truck. Bowl asked him his name, to which he he answered that he was Gary Davis. He pointed out that Thompson's speech seemed miraculously better while Thompson threatened to break the camera. On another occasion, Bull went undercover again and walked by Thompson while he was begging for money at a gas station. Bull confronted him for deceiving people into giving him money. This time, Thompson said he had multiple personalities, which was why he seemed different from the last time the pair spoke. He asserted that he never faked his condition, despite pleading guilty when he was arrested a few years ago. He claimed he was physically and mentally disabled, with his left side completely paralyzed. Their conversation ended with Thompson saying that he planned on getting his life together and finding a job, but emphasized that he never lied. He was homeless and had nothing. Well, Thompson didn't get his life together like he told Bull. He spent most of 2022 in jail after a violent confrontation. Police charged him with 2 counts of assault that started after an argument about $65 he lost earlier that day and cigarettes that reminded him of an 8-ball of cocaine. There were 2 victims. Thompson punched the first victim before climbing out of his wheelchair to stab them. He stabbed the second victim in the torso, then stabbed himself and proclaimed that he wanted to die. The psychiatric evaluation cleared him to stand trial. In July 2022, he pleaded guilty and was given probation. Then he was back out on the streets of Louisville, where Bull was immediately flooded with complaints about him returning to panhandling and attempting jewelry theft at a mall. Bull disguised himself again. This time, Thompson was mumbling to himself incoherently. He quickly recognized Bull and wanted to know if he had a hidden camera on him, and Bull went away and returned with a cameraman. He shot Bull down when asked if he knew why so many people were complaining about him, saying that he was asking for food and money for food since he was homeless and starving. The exchange ended abruptly when Thompson got out of his wheelchair to rip Bull's microphone from his hand and throw it into the middle of the street. Number 1. Selfie incriminating. 2 thieves stole thousands of dollars, an iPad, and other electronics from victim Randy Schaefer's truck. The incident happened in Houston in January 2015. A week after his possessions were stolen, Schaefer logged onto his iCloud account where he found pictures and a video of the 2 men holding $100 bills and staring into the camera. The thieves, Dorian Gaines and Dylan Thompson, didn't realize that photos taken on the stolen iPad would automatically upload to Schaefer's iCloud account. The pair took pictures and video at a local Burger King where they bragged about the things they'd stolen, with no idea that they'd uploaded evidence of the theft to Schaefer's iCloud account. Gaines uploaded the video to his Facebook account and introduced Thompson as his brother. The theft was part of a successful side hustle that the pair operated. Members of the media quickly linked the video to the robbery, leading to friends pressuring Dorian to delete the video, which he eventually did. Gaines was arrested several times prior. In 2013, he was arrested for marijuana possession, and in 2014, he was arrested for trespassing. His arrest for trespassing happened when he unlawfully entered a woman's car, but the case was dropped. He had a tattoo of the word "brilliant" across his chest. Soon after, a YouTube video called Burger King Ballin' surfaced where the pair waved around stacks of $100 bills and told viewers not to concern themselves with how they got the money. The video went viral, leading to the duo's arrest in January 2015. They were sentenced a few weeks later, but didn't face jail time, despite the evidence making it clear they were guilty. Instead, they were ordered to community supervision for the next 5 years. Part of the sentencing involved routine drug and alcohol testing. Gaines also had to repay Schaefer $9,000 in $175 monthly payments to cover the damages to his vehicle, the cash stolen, the iPad, and anything else that was taken. His payments began in April 2015. Click to watch one of these next videos. Let us know in the comments section what you think about California's classifying of crimes below $950 as a misdemeanor so police can concentrate on more serious crimes.